How many and what items does it take to turn your island from 5 stars down to 4 stars? Well, I'm off to test a bunch of things and tell you in this video. First, I needed to make sure I kept my island as clean as possible, picking up dropped items and weeds throughout my island, then finally validating that my island was truly 5 stars. I filled my pockets, which is easy for me, and then I dropped groups of 5 items at a time, checking with Isabel each and every time. Don't worry about Monty, he's snoring. I dropped another 5, taking me to 10 items, which still yields a 5-star island. It wasn't until I hit 15 items that it dropped to 4 stars. So I worked back 1 item at a time until I got back to 5 stars. Let me know in the comments if you think you know the answer. We're not done yet, not by a long shot. In case you're wondering, you're allowed 14 items around your island before being penalised. The 15th item tips you over the edge. It's said that you can drop items onto stalls, which is great for watering cans and the like, but will these count towards your island rating? Well, does it? Apparently not, so continue dropping these on your stalls or tables. And just to be sure, I moved the watering can from the stalls to the ground, and sure enough, it counted. I did the same drop test with DIYs and flower petals, and sure enough, I'd tip over the edge with the 15th item, taking me back to 4 stars. I then was curious about shells, so I swapped the petals for shells, and lo and behold, shells don't negatively count towards your island star rating. I repeated this trial and error with sticks, wood, stones, clay, iron nuggets, and wasp nests. I even tried it with crops and fruit, in addition to fruits on stalls, just to see. As a result of this thorough testing, I found that items that naturally spawn at the start of each Animal Crossing day without your interactions, like branches, stones, and any shells, don't count. So you can have as many of these on your island as you like. Items like wood, unplaced dishes, tools, Nook Mile tickets, and trash all do count. What about these guys? The presents that drop from balloons. Whilst it's a gift, they're not good for your island rating, as it counts as one of 14 items allowed before being penalised. If you're wondering, yes, you'll be pinged for fossils both assessed and unassessed. During my testing, I expanded to more shells and I had exactly 14 negative items, but despite this was getting Isabel telling me 4 stars. I scoured the shores to find a washed up bottle, which by the way does go against you, as do gyroids, so be sure to pick them up, especially if you've got a number of already dropped items. After picking the bottle up, I was back to 5 stars. One of the usual culprits are turnips as you wait for the best price. You can easily get 15 plus turnips, so I'd recommend dropping them indoors until the price is right. Next time you're out and about on your island catching bugs or fish and prompted to drop something, feel free to drop any stacks of sticks or stone. As you now know, these are safe to leave scattered around your island. Doesn't save you from broken nets though. Oops. When you're hitting rocks for resources, since stones are not included as negative points towards your star rating, you can save some pocket space and pick them up at another time. Just be sure to pick up the iron and clay and pick up the stones whenever you're doing your next rounds. Well, if this video has been useful, let me know in the comments and hit the like. Here's another video of mine for you to check out as I thank my channel members. Thanks AG Nation and Snoring Monty.